Hello world, welcome back at SGS NATO's Nightmare, played by email campaign against XTRG. So we are loading it, and we are playing here as NATO in the European War 1985 advanced game scenario. We'll see what he was doing, I guess, and to be honest, it's pretty easy as NATO here. We will just go on to full out war. Just takes a long time to load in, but that's more or less normal in such games. So what he is doing. Tell me if the sound is okay or not, and maybe a live stream later on. Nice. That's a hard boss music here. Okay, he's only lost 102 victory points, and I see the cards he played. Now I have to lower the music. For me it's pretty loud here. Okay, industrial sabotage. Wait a moment. Okay, what did he play? Industrial sabotage. Yeah, cost 5 income for him. Okay, less income, only limited preparation. Oh, okay. So it's basically the middle ground he goes. Preparation for Czechoslovakia, yeah. KGPU performance, -2, okay. That operations can be interesting because he has to roll it next turn if it stays active. Maybe Polish, I don't think it's really worth it. It's Polish mobilization, very well. Okay, Germany's mobilization, East German mobilization. Maybe, to be honest, it's not worth it. Okay, he modernized the Soviet forces, introduced more KGB brigades, modernized the Pact, okay. Played Doomed, oh, stunning planning. Yeah, he's faster, but he gets less replacements. Okay, but we will defeat him, because I have a strategy in mind. And he sends away the 11th Army to the north to conquer the Scandinavian countries. Nice. He hasn't went on full crazy. He did not modernize, did not bring the headquarters of the other PAC countries under Soviet command. Interesting. So nah, I'm not lost in this game. I've played some before. Victory point 12. Yeah, that's the interesting part, that this game you have a lot of victory points. You need to get to 800 to win it outright, which NATO isn't capable of doing. And the pact can do, but it's pretty hard for him. And in the end, it's just like, okay, who has more victory points win it, more or less. It will end in a draw, I hope, or win of NATO. Victory at this point. Using the NATO counters, it's not all. You can see here what they are saying. Yes, artificial intelligence is not available. The cost of war, yes, we will have refugees, a lot of them. Yeah, don't need these pop-ups, it's okay. We will get pop-ups about what's going on around the globe. So that's nice to know and nice to have. So, next one. Okay, our cards. We have 178.9 victory points. If you look at NATO, we have 450 budget, 70 cards to play, and 26 replacements. These are the available units we have on map, and that's what the enemy has on map. He played, yes, limited preparation, so he got not a lot of replacements, but he can rebuild 2 damaged, 2 destroyed units, rebuild, and repair 2 damaged units. So that's a good point. But he hasn't brought Czechoslovakia mobilization, Polish, but not Hungary. So he will not go for Austria. And he hasn't modernized the headquarters of the other factions, the Poles, the East Germans, and so on. So in the end, they are less efficient. So we will play forward defense, which will give us 40 victory points and 1 combat fortifier around the inner German border, which is here in the middle of the screen to the south, but we will move 2 points. We have 2 points movement points less to region of the border, so it's basically like Wolfsburg and Braunschweig or Salzgitter here. But 40 victory points, yes. No. Initiate defense of AGB. AGB is the inner German border. Here you see it. Hasty fortifications, minefields, and obstacles are built, but the means is very unpopular. I don't care. We will build it. We will go for general mobilization. This gives us 10 replacements and 10% income per turn. It costs us 50 victory points and 30% income now, but we need all of them. Let's play the Doom card. No, keep it out. Okay, then we will play. Yes, US not. We have 3 modernization cards for the US forces. Notable, huge, or mass. We will go for the huge modernization. Most of the units will be brought up to a standard of 1987-1989 equipment in the year of 1985. Cost us 20 victory points and 20 income. If we go for 30 points, we can't modernize the British. But I will modernize the British. This cost us 10 victory points if I remember correctly. You will see here, the units will get stronger all over the board. 3, 5, 8, 7, and I guess more points. Yeah. So most of them got stronger. Yes, next point. Nice. So German reorganization. The Paris Agreement limit on German rearmament to 12 divisions is rescinded. Bundeswehr P expands. Where this expansion is basically how it's called here, transferring 1 company from each existing brigade to new or company or division. So 1 company per brigade / division is taken away to create 2 new combat divisions. So we expand to 14 divisions, and the territorial army, basically the home guard, expands. So in German they are called the Heimatschützen. 30 victory points and 30 income, not a problem. Then furthermore, we will restructure the territorial here in German. This German territorial forces will expand, the Heimatschützen, like I said, from to division size. And normally they are mostly regimental size. Now they will have not only mostly regimental and partly brigade size, but mostly division size, which is very handful, from 4 hit points to 8 hit points. Yes, and even more of them. Yeah, we can't play. That's nothing really. Increase the tension by 1, -1 income. We will go on. Next phase. Yes. Good. How many points do we have left? 88 points. We will go for the Danish mobilization. So, in anticipation of War Pact Coupe de Marne, Denmark triggers partial mobilization, securing strategic points across the country. Danish territorial units deployed immediately. Cost us 10 victory points and 1 tension. So this brings us basically another 2 units of territorial guards here at Denmark, which has 3 in strength, 1 attack and 3 defense, and a fortification. Then we place Oplan plan as part of the general defensive plan. The operations plan Oplan determines the alert deployment of most major NATO units within 48 hours. This map costs less in victory points than the alternative deployments, but the choice of deployment region is more limited, and the units are placed very forward, which we want because we want to build forward defensive positions. Moving forward, the divisions here. We have 63 left. This battle modifications cost 10 points. Modernization of Boer cost 15. Okay. Yeah. So 35 points. 15 points. 30 points. 50 points. 60 points, basically. 60 points. Only 63 left. So no, I don't will modernize the board, but I want to have more divisions and so on. So in the end, we can place this alternative history card, Michel Goya, where they only cost us 10 income. Nice. So we go on. Here you see the reinforcements. That's what we normally get, and here's the icon with the card said, okay, we got this through the cards. 3 units, regiments. I see pretty acceptable. If you hover over the cards, it says, okay, what describes the units, and then if you click this tiny paper here, so I can, some units have some modifiers like headquarters, artillery, airborne units, helicopters and so on, maybe. You see by affection. Heimatschützen divisions, pretty nice and fat units. I like them. A lot of them. Oh yes. Some panzer divisions. Everywhere mobilized. Mines and fortifications. Oh yes. If you have over some, you see 2 sets the stacking value. We will come to stacking values later. Reorganization of modernization. Yes, we have more. Good. So we have 63 points left. I want the Dutch modernization. So the Dutch get to 1987 equipment level and reorganize the territorial forces. I guess we get more territorial forces out of them. Okay, so getting stronger. 4-4, 5-5. Yeah, 4-4, 5-5 is massively stronger. Very nice to see here. Very nice. We need those units. Build battle positions. Definitely so. It just basically says strong defensive positions built by engineering units cause anguish and criticism by German population. Well, because it's basically battlefield Germany, and all throughout Western Germany, we are building defense trenches for tanks or ditches in this part, or for infantry and so on. And so we get for the first turns +2 combat modifier in defense. So +2 attack and +2 defense if you are defending. Very handy. Oh yes. We will create more infantry divisions. US military activates all reservists and training units hastily organized into the infantry divisions that are intended to form a last line of defense in Europe. Get out there. We need a more. We can go for the Boer modernization and French modernization. Italian modernization isn't worth it. And the National Guard. As modern equipment is fielded to US Army Europe units, replace equipment is rotated to the US National Guard. They will be our reserve units, so the reserve unit of the US will be better. Then we can't modernize the British forces. Yeah, we will accelerate the French. Some units at 87 standards. What does it say here? Subunits. Now French is more important. Okay, how strong it is. They are. Hope they got stronger. Don't know, not sure if they got stronger, but I guess so. Okay, now I have 18 left. Boer or not Boer? Do we make the British stronger or not? Normally I go with National Guard. Yeah, it's better to get with modernized British equipment. Yeah, definitely so. Okay, 8, 9, but that's for the combat modifiers, +2 plus -2, so we have normally 7, 6. Okay, so they got more, I guess. Yeah, I guess they got more, just a little bit more meat here. Yeah, they got more strength points. Normally they have 10, I guess. Okay. Normally I would go for the for the National Guard, but here, well, with only 3 points left, I can't go for anything. Not even this one, sadly. Okay, and I couldn't go for air superiority. That's bad, very bad. Okay, so he will throw us into the ground with air superiority fighters, because I didn't get the card, at least now. He did not mobilize Austria-Hungary, so he will not move into Austria. Which then Italian modernization is worthless. Yeah. That's basically for the turn. We can send this now to him. See you later and stay tuned.